Good morning, fam. Coffee with Lilli. Fix my hair. I wanted to talk today about feeling controlled in your life in different ways and how this can be healed, how this can, that you can actually learn how to take control of things about your life, especially about your, the way that you feel about yourself, maybe your anger, maybe the way that you are living in the world with your job or relationships. But that feeling of being controlled and not having choice is a super disempowering feeling. And it feels, for me, I feel like there's a lot of sadness that covers up, a lot of frustration, a lot of disconnection, because I remember those times when it was like a very weird and out-of-body feeling for me, because I remember trying really hard to do the things I thought that I was supposed to do, try to be the person that I thought that I was supposed to be, but I never could seem to get the results that I wanted. I never could seem to, even if I got the results that I wanted, those didn't fill me up the way that they were supposed to. And so that just felt really just very like inauthentic. It didn't feel like, it didn't make sense. It was super confusing. It brought me to a place of kind of desperation because I wasn't really sure what to do anymore. I wasn't sure, what my next step should be, because I didn't really know if, it was just like a very confusing point, because I didn't really know what was my intuition or what was something else or someone else telling me to do, or it was just this whole thing. The end, there was a kind of, a breaking point in my life, and it wasn't really until I got to the point of really, really profound sadness that I realized that I kind of felt like I was being controlled. I felt like I was a puppet on a string in some ways. I felt that my life really wasn't my own. And it was a really shitty feeling. It was really a hard place to be. Because of the relationships that I was attracting into my life, they weren't good for me. I was going in and out of jobs that weren't really fulfilling to me. And my relationship with myself was very disconnected, with a lot of self-hate and self-blame, if I'm completely honest. And what I would love to present today is that it really doesn't have to be that way. Is that when you are feeling controlled in your life, like you don't have power, you feel like that you don't have choice, you're maybe not sure of what your next step is, or what the next thing that you need to change or you need to try, what that is. The way that, just to think about, the way that we have gone through our lives and not made any real internal changes, more than mindset, more than creating new habits, but deeper changes, root cause changes, like healing your emotional trauma, healing your emotional wounds that are kind of keeping you in this stagnant state, because that's what it is. I know there were many times in my life where I felt, and I didn't know this at the time, all I knew was that I wasn't happy. But what I came to realize, and what I'd love to help you realize with this video, is that if you're seeing a recurring pattern in your life of unhappiness, of unfulfillment, then there is likely something deeper inside of you, kind of for lack of a better term, a root cause that needs to be healed, that's kind of keeping you in this stagnant state. And after you do that, after you heal your emotional trauma, what happens is, or even as you're healing it, really, what happens is you start to open up just a little bit of space inside yourself. You start to realize that you do actually have choice. You start to realize that being in your head all the time is not really your natural state. It's like connecting your head to your body and coming into your full, aligned, and authentic self and your authentic life of fulfillment and joy. And when that happens, your world just like completely opens up. It completely opens up. And all the trauma will keep us really stuck in this like little pinhole of activity. It's like the space that you take up because of our internal trauma is like the size of a pin. Because we've had to close in and connect with our, and disconnect, and for safety and protection for a lot of our lives. But when you heal that pin, like there's space. It starts to open up. It starts to open up. Instead of protecting you, you're kind of like internally protected in a very aligned way. And so all the goodness that you're wanting opens up. Like the space, there's an expansion is what we talk about. That's where your authentic self and your true nature come forth, so that you can be joyous and have an amazingly epic, fulfilling life, and all of the good shit comes. But it just takes stepping in wherever you are. If this hit with you at all, if you're in a place of sadness and desperation because you don't really know, quote unquote, what to do next, healing your emotional trauma might be your next step. And that is one choice that you can step in to make. I love y'all. Bye.